Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with a closer look at the threat of thunderstorms that we could be facing next week. You can see an upper level disturbance, which is right now approaching the west coast. This is gradually going to move towards the east and eventually will give us a shot for some thunderstorms that will begin on Sunday. So let's take a closer look at these thunderstorms waves as they move through the area. These yellow areas you're going to see popping up on this map are the outlooks from the Storm Prediction Center. This is the slight risk from SPC for Sunday and Sunday night. Notice it is to the west of the area. However, the European model does show we could see a few scattered thunderstorms in the area on Sunday. Right now, if we see any severe weather, it does look to be isolated in nature on Sunday, as instability could be somewhat limited in our area. As we move ahead to Monday, notice a slight risk does include the northwestern sections of the area. The majority of the models showing the best rainfall chances could be to the north and west of our area and limit the rain over most of the region, probably because of this big upper level ridge, which is going to be centered over the Gulf. As we move ahead to Tuesday, notice SPC does show most of the Arctic having a slight severe weather risk, although the majority of models showing limited rainfall developing in our area on Tuesday. So the ingredients could be there. The big question is, will we see the storms develop? Majority of models also indicating that Tuesday night into Wednesday, we could see the threat of thunderstorms begin to increase. As of right now, the risk for Wednesday looking somewhat isolated as far as the severe weather is concerned. And if you're wondering about tornadoes, again, that risk for the most part is looking low. We will have to keep an eye on Monday right now. That's when we could see that risk slightly higher. And also with this main upper level impulse moving through on Wednesday, that's when we could also see an uptick, although the majority of the models showing the tornado risk looking relatively low at this point. As we move past Wednesday, that upper level disturbance will clear and we very well could settle into a drier weather pattern for the last half of next week. However, some models do indicate that that threat of rain could last into next weekend. Now, the good news is that it still looks like we'll see a decent amount of rain over most of the area. Anywhere you see yellow, that's at least 2 inches. So northwest half of the area, we're looking at 2 to over 4 inches of rain possible, with the 4-inch totals up towards the Queen and Idabel. As you look to the south and east, closer to that upper level ridge, rainfall will be much more limited, with amounts below an inch in both Natchitoches as well as in Manny. Meantime, your 10-day forecast shows that we will see the warm temperatures stick around across the area, as we will stay in the middle 80s probably into the middle part of next week. Notice as the rainfall chances increase next Wednesday, it will not be quite as warm, but we will stay in the low to middle 80s with a limited chance for some rain as we head towards next weekend. Overnight lows will eventually warm into the mid to upper 60s and likely stay there through the end of this 10-day period.